السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نحمد ونصلي على رسول الكريم. أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today we are going to be going over the shara't, or the conditions for salah. So salah is obviously a special type of prayer which has been taught to our beloved Prophet Muhammad by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, there are 6 compulsory acts in salah. The first is takbira tahrima, which is to say Allahu Akbar. The second is qiyam, the standing position where we tie our hands and we stand. The third is qira'ah, recitation of at least, this is after Fatiha, recitation of at least 3 short ayah or 1 long ayah. Like if you're praying Isha, you can recite Ayatul Kursi, it is a long ayah and that is sufficient. The fourth is ruku', to bow the upper half of the body. Now the sajdas, the 2 sajdas, they are also from the compulsory acts, the Faraidh. And the qada akhira, which is to sit so long at the end of the last rak'ah of any salah that one can read tashahhud. That this is a tashahhud, at-tahiyyatu lillahi. This is mandatory, including ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, to recite this. If one has recited this, the salah is enough for him to complete. Like if we're in the second rak'ah of Fajr and one knows that my wudu is about to break and he cannot, Salat Ibrahimi, he cannot recite it and he cannot recite the dua after. If he recites the tashahhud, he can do salam right after that and he's completed his faraid. He's completed the obligations. Now he doesn't have to worry about anything else that I didn't do something. Now obviously when the matters of sunnah come in, we should try to do as much of the sunnah as we can. We shouldn't leave it out of laziness. Rather, we should try to do as much as we can to get the most hasanat. In our salah, we have things which are sunnah. We have, like outside of salah, we can perform optional, nafil, salah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the methods to improve ourselves and to increase our ranks in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we take advantage of these, our salah quality will get better and the hasanat, the good deeds we earn, will increase. What is waajibat? Waajibat are those items that are necessary to complete the salah. If one misses any of them unknowingly, this mistake can be compensated by what we call sahab, sijda, sahab. This is made for any mistakes which we make. There's 2 methods of doing it. I will tell the one which the Hanafis do, which is we perform tashahhud, and after tashahhud we do 1 salam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and then we do 2 sujood and we sit back up, and then we perform the tashahhud, the salat Ibrahimi and the dua, and then we finish the salah. This comes at the end. If one does not perform sidda sahab, if one misses a wajib knowingly, it is necessary to perform the salah all over again, knowingly. Unknowingly is different. And there are 14, according to the Ahnaf, there are 14 Waajibat in the salah. Fixing the first 2 rak'ah of the fard, salah for qira'ah. It is wajib to recite Surah Fatiha in all of the rak'ah of every salah. However, in the 3rd and 4th rak'ah of any fard salah, it is sunnat and not wajib. To recite a surah or any length of ayah or 3 small ayahs after Surah Fatiha in the first 2 rak'ah of fard salah and in all the rak'ah of wajib, sunnah and nafil salah. To read Surah Fatiha before any other surah or any ayah. To maintain the order between qira'ah, ruku, sajda and the rak'ah. Standing up erect after the ruku. This is one of the waajibat. Jalsa, which is the sitting between the 2 sujood. This is from the waajibat. Performing ruku, sajda with contentment and in a good way. This is from amongst what is wajib, right? What have I said? When we do ruku, sujood, we should be content. We should be happy. We should make ourselves happy because we're bowing down. We're prostrating in front of the Rabbul Alameen, the Lord of the Arsh and Kursi. Sitting to the extent of saying tashahhud after 2 rak'ah in salah. To read tashahhud in 2 qadas. To recite qira'ah aloud by the imam in the first 2 rak'ah, Fajr, Maghrib, Isha, Jummah, Eidain and Tarawih Salah. The qira'ah in all 3 rak'ah of witr, which is performed by Jama'ah, generally we do this in Ramadan, during Ramadan, is also read aloud. The imam should recite Dhuhr and Asr Salah silently. To end the salah by saying salam, to say takbir for qunut in witr salah, and also to recite the qunut. This is from the waajibat. If one misses it, for example, accidentally, you go into ruku directly, you don't finish your salah, you do your sujood, and then after the sujood, you sit in tashahhud, and you perform sahv, and then you finish the salah. You didn't do this purposefully. Now if you purposefully do it, you have to pray the salah again. To say the 6 additional takbirat for each salah, and we discussed this last week, there's a different amount of takbirat that the Hanaf follow, and there's a different amount of takbirat that the other madhahib follow. So whatever imam you're following, follow what he does. These are the wajibat. Next week, inshallah, we'll go over the sunnahs of salah. So jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.